Hello friends, T.R.U.T.H here. Today we're going to chop it up about one of my favorite destructive pastimes. That's right, smoking cigarettes. Now what I'm not going to do is lecture you about the hazards of smoking cigarettes. It's 2016, we're all aware of the hazards of smoking fags. What I am going to do is share the refined tactics that I use to rid myself of this particular addiction. But first, a brief history. I'm by no means the most hardcore smoker I've ever met. I mean, I know people who are all like, I've been smoking since I was 8 years old! That's not me. I started smoking at about the age of 17 and I successfully quit at the age of 27. Not the longest period of time, but long enough for such a hazardous habit, if you ask me. Smoking first started for me as somewhat of a social thing. I hate to say it, but in some scenarios, smoking is actually one of the easiest ways to engage strangers, which happens to be one of my favorite pastimes. Hello, strangers! Anyways, before I move on to what I actually did to quit, I just want to make it clear. These suggestions are for people who actually want to quit. First off, do you actually have the desire to quit smoking cigarettes? I know this seems like a redundant question, but you would be surprised how many people vocalize a desire to quit smoking cigarettes without any intention of actually doing anything about it. And don't even get me started on the excuses people come up with. If you find yourself saying something along the lines of, I want to quit, but you don't actually want to quit, you need to acknowledge and accept that. Once you've confirmed that you actually have a legitimate desire to quit smoking, it's time to build a mental case against cigarettes. I just want to take a moment to touch on the concept of nicotine substitutes, particularly vaping. Vaping is great. I really enjoyed it when I did it, but don't expect vape to act as some sort of free pass to absolve yourself of nicotine addiction. When all said and done, you'll likely end up burning a lot of cash and still hold tight to your nicotine dependency. Spend some time on YouTube immersing yourself in anti-smoking propaganda. Trust me, there's plenty of it to be had. Engage in some research to remind yourself of the effects that smoking cigarettes has on your body. In addition to that, you're going to want to make a list of the reasons why it would be advantageous for you to quit smoking. Saving money, health reasons, social reasons, whatever they are, just write them down. I see you going for your phone. Do yourself a favor and actually make a physical list. Just trust me on this. If you haven't actually quit smoking yet, spend some time to really pay attention to your body the next time you engage in smoking a cigarette. Focus on inhaling. Focus on exhaling. Focus on inhaling. Focus on exhaling. Focus on the taste. How does it make you feel? How is your body reacting? Think about nothing except for your body and the cigarette session that you're currently engaged in. Do this every time you feel like you need to smoke a cigarette from this point forward. The reason I advise this is because simply making a conscious observation of a non-desirable action can heavily reinforce the notion of letting it go for good. Once you're actually smoke-free for a day or two, make a point to replace smoking with a physical activity. It really doesn't matter what it is, as long as it gets your heart rate going. Ironically, increasing your heart rate is actually exactly what smoking cigarettes does, but in a completely unhealthy fashion. You're going to want to keep track of how long you've been smoke-free. There are tons of free apps that keep track of this for you, along with providing you with fun facts like how much money you've saved and how many attractive people you're eligible to date now that you're no longer a smoker. Alright friends, this last suggestion is actually the most important suggestion of all. If and when you relapse, which you likely will, don't spend a ton of time and energy obsessing over the fact that you f***ed up. Instead, use that time and energy to focus on why things went astray and what you can do next time to prevent it from happening. Remember, every time you attempt to quit again, your chances of success significantly increase. If you take these simple suggestions to heart, I assure you, you'll be rid of this nasty habit in no time. Thanks for watching, friends, and be sure to let me know your thoughts and personal experiences in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for future discussions on life, self-love, and personal development.